movies. Mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining? More blood than a blood bank. Have we got your attention?
Welcome back, terrestrials. In this episode, we're doing what is it?
Maniac
Um,
Cop.
no,
Oh,
I know. I was trying to. All right, let me redo that. Welcome back, terrestrials. In this episode, we're doing 1988's Maniac Cop. Jerry threw this one out randomly, and I was so fast. I was on board so fast. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jerry, what do you grade this?
oh, I'm going like A plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking so much fun. Like to see, like, I mean, first of all, the cast is stacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is wild.
Yeah. All right. You got your Robert Zadaras. You got your uh I wanted to say Clay Aiken for some weird, but Tom Atkins.
Yeah, yeah.
Your Bruce Campbell. I don't remember if there's any other.
Even the guy that plays the chief, I've seen him in a bunch of things. I can't remember his
Oh
name right
yeah,
now.
yeah. I can't think of where. I mean, I
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know.
I think pretty much in that role,
Yeah,
or a dad. But yeah, I mean, what a stacked cast. What a
yeah,
fun movie. I agree, A plus. Maybe even a S minus. Like
maybe,
like
maybe in the
I
as
mean
that
it's
S
just
category.
yeah, it's just so good, so funny. Um uh, when you said it, I got excited. I was like, oh, it's been a while.
Yeah,
So and not that shitty Stain song I'm talking about. Like it's been a while since I've seen the
yeah.
movie. Um but I'm sorry, Stain. I shouldn't have made fun of you. But
Fuck them.
fuck you, Aaron Lewis.
Who
Um,
cares?
not fuck your first two albums, but fuck you now. But anyways, yeah. So I think obviously this movie is what I was really enjoying about this movie is like, yeah, it's a little bit horror, but it's mostly like suspense, mystery,
Right.
thriller style movie where they're trying to find like they're trying to figure out who's doing all these killings. So
Yeah.
it really does come down to like it's an 80s cop movie and there's a little bit of horror involved. Like that's basically what this is.
Right.
And I was really enjoying it. I mean, it was flashbacks of like New York Ripper slash the last of the finest,
Yeah.
like that like mix of like 80s cop beat cop movies and these New York scummy uh horror movies.
Yeah. You
Uh,
take the if you take the like like mangled cop face look
yeah,
and like you take that out, the Michael Myers cop out, and just add random bad cop into this,
yeah,
it's just a action drama,
yeah, absolutely.
cop action drama,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all it
for sure.
is. That has like we got to find out who did this, like the whole like um Tom Atkins thing of just
Mhm.
like him trying to like go underneath and trying to figure this out, and especially with the vice cop, um her part,
Yeah,
trying to figure that out. And at first I thought it was cool where we meet Bruce Campbell's wife, and I was
yeah.
like,
What a
oh. I was sitting there thinking, okay, cool, we're gonna set up like a bunch of like who's
yeah,
doing
red
this. And
herrings,
yeah. And then my brain went, wait,
No.
wait a minute, that makes no sense. This is called Maniac Cop, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be a cop and
yeah,
shit. Fuck it.
yeah.
So
In some form or fashion, yeah.
right, right.
Um, yeah, I would just like to take a moment here at Video Waste to throw out the ultimate bro assist from Tom Atkins
Yeah.
to allow that woman and Bruce Campbell in that interrogation room by themselves.
Yeah.
He was like basically like yeah, homie, I got you.
Yeah, well,
Like y'all fuck around in here.
he's
I
handing,
see.
yeah, he's handing off the torch and stuff. Usually it's Tom Atkins fucking
Yeah,
all
exactly.
right, I'll do the movie as long as I get to have a sex scene with the
Yeah,
fucking like 20-year-old and whatnot.
yeah,
Fucking, and it was like, nah, give it to Bruce, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
That I was like, this motherfucker right here, because he very clearly goes out and he's like, yeah, she's going to interrogate him, stay out of there,
yeah.
and he's like, y'all two have fun,
Yeah.
and then just like leaves him. I was like, you motherfucker, you son of a bitch. This is you need you. This is why you're an amazing person, like on and off screen. I'm sure. Like
Right.
actually, you're probably a dick, but who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, in the movie, I was just like, that's such a cool thing to do. Like the guy's been in jail for like 5 days, and he throws his like side piece in a room with him. He's like, y'all have fun.
The more I watch, the more I realize that, yeah, just Tom Atkins in general is the fucking man. Like, okay, Bruce Campbell was given the torch
Right.
by Tom Atkins in Maniac Cop
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like the
yeah.
man and shit. Fucking, because,
I would still say Tom Atkins outmans him in this, like out the mans him in this movie.
right.
Uh, I feel like if Tom Atkins lived through the rest of the movie, spoiler alert, Tom
Yeah.
Atkins dies 40 years
Yeah,
later.
that was
But
so much of a bummer and shit. Fucking, I was like, oh, really?
yeah, I know. And like the thing that I found funny was like the stunt actor that fell out of the window looked so nothing like Tom
Yeah.
Atkins. I was like, wait, was that supposed to be Tom Atkins' character? Like, I forgot he
He's
died.
wearing the same coat, but it could
Yeah, I
be.
was like, is that a random person? Like,
Yeah.
who is that? And then like they show him on the ground. I was like, oh, like,
Yeah. What the fuck? What a ripoff. But we got Bruce Campbell anyway. Fucking okay, Bruce, go
yeah,
after it now.
yeah, basically,
Um, when I was first watching this, like I was sitting there watching it and I was just like, okay, it's just a random movie. And it wasn't until okay,
have you seen this before?
no,
What?
no, this is my
Oh
first
shit!
watching
All
of
right.
Maniac Cop. Um, like I mean, like I've seen bits here and there,
Yeah.
like compilations or when they're doing like, 80s horror like
Right, right.
compilations
They
and
talk
stuff.
about it
And
into the
like,
darkness and
I
stuff like
mean,
that.
it, yeah, it's, what do you call it? It's infamous. I know
Mhm.
that,
Right,
Maniac Cop,
right.
but, what do you call it? So I was watching it and like the beginning is, it's okay. It's good, but I didn't like really like click home until there's a killer cop on the loose.
Mhm.
Tom Atkins gets the reporter and he's like, "Hey, report this shit." And they start reporting it and the little skittish lady in the car and the
Mhm.
cop like she can't start the car. The
Mhm.
cop comes up and pulls her over and shit and she shoots the cop. And I
Mhm.
was like, "Holy shit, fucking Jordan Peele should remake this movie." Like and I was that's all I kept thinking like
The funny thing is like directly after that scene when the chief and that captain guy are like walking down the hallway, they're talking about her in that incident,
yeah.
and they go, well, she better have a good damn reason for doing that. And it's like, that's a discussion.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying there was a good somewhere, there's a good enough reason that she can get off because
She killed a cop. Yeah.
yeah, she killed a cop and there's a good enough reason.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
all
was
right, cool. All right.
was listening to body count in the car and
Yeah, all right,
things
yeah.
just got out of hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Uh but yeah, I mean like that so from the beginning, the movie I enjoy it, I guess maybe because I knew it was coming, so
right.
like I could see it like setting itself up little bits here and there, and they do a good job of keeping the mystery to like the middle, like towards the end of the movie, and then they give you who it is,
Right.
and then you still like they do a good job of like number one hiding the killer very
Right.
well, then they give you who the killer is, but then you still don't know who he is and like what he's about now because there's no real rhyme or
Rhyme or
reason to what
reason.
he's
Yeah.
doing. So like it keeps getting, they keep you on your toes throughout the whole movie. It was a really well made movie as far as like the story and how it's working
Hmm.
to better the movie. So yeah, I mean, kudos. And this is one of those ones where I feel like a lot of people say like, "Oh yeah, Maniac Cop," and then they don't know Maniac Cop.
Right.
Um,
It just becomes like, on their bookshelf of like a copy,
yeah,
I feel. Um, no big like Maniac Cop t-shirts out there, wearing,
I did
you
search
know,
for them after
yeah.
watching. I was like, "Damn, this is one of those ones that
Yes,
I
it
want to
is. It
have." It's
is.
like my Slumber Party Massacre shirt. Like
Yes,
only
I
the
would.
real ones are gonna be like, "Yo, that's dope."
Yeah,
But
but I feel like, yeah, like in that Slumber Party Massacre, where it's a select few audience members who are just like, no, this is actually a really fucking good movie.
yeah,
Like, yes, it's a good horror movie. Yeah, but it's a good movie in
hmm
general. Of
hmm
like, just like polish it up a little bit and you have a cop drama, polish
hmm
it up a little bit more, you have an action cop drama,
right.
but throw a little skis on it and shit and fucking it turns into a horror movie. And like, I would even say like some of the horror elements,
hmm
they work, but some of them are kind of weak almost. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, like, okay, he has a billy club and there's a knife in the billy club. It's just like, no, use that billy club. I want to watch the
I
fucking.
mean, he definitely beats people with it a
All
couple
right.
times. He hits them with it, but like, yeah, I agree. Like, I'm glad he didn't just shoot people though, because that'd be boring as fuck.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he's also super strong, so like,
yeah.
there is that. He was like manhandling people, so that I liked that aspect of it too. Um, it's funny because like in the beginning of the movie where the girl's leaving the bar and the dude's like, "Hey, can I give you a ride?" And she's like, "I'd rather deal with the muggers." And then 2 minutes later, she's being mugged.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, all right. Would you though? Um, but
Or
yeah.
like in the when him and the vice cop, the vice cop was attacked, and Tom Atkins is sitting there interviewing her, and like they say like bar's closing, can I get you anything? And like
Mhm.
he's like, yeah, get us two more doubles
Mhm.
and whatnot. And oh shit, he says something fuck that was like cool as shit. Fucking damn it, I don't remember where I was going with it, but yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember either,
yeah.
but I do think that he does say something. I was just like, damn, that's hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's more fucking you gotta make Tom Atkins fucking like the one liner fucking just like in Creeps,
Yeah.
or Night of the Creeps and
Yeah.
shit. Fucking, like girls, your dates are here. I
Yeah.
got good news and bad news. Good news is your date's here. Bad news is they're dead and
Yeah.
shit. Fucking um but I think
Yeah, they didn't really give Tom Atkins enough of that in this
no,
movie.
no, no.
But I mean that he was still a G though throughout the whole
Yeah, I
movie. So
played
I
it
can't.
smooth.
Yeah.
Like especially when he was talking to the limping woman
hmm
and shit
Yeah,
and the
yeah, he was playing
fucking
cool with her.
and yeah, he was just being cool. And then like the reverse is when we get, Tom is now gone and we have Bruce and our vice cop interrogating the like what is that? Like coroner at
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. At the infirmary at the
the
prison.
prison. Yeah. And like
He
Bruce
tells the whole
Campbell.
story and then
Yeah.
he's just like, I'd like to see some IDs, please. And like, well, it's a little late. You should start with that next time.
Right, right, right. Um, New York. Uh, I love New York in
The 80s.
like the 80s and the 70s. I hate modern New York. Like I love like just like
I feel like
grimy
you could
New
still,
York.
I feel like New York is still that to an extent, but I feel like the only difference is you need to film it through a gritty lens. Like
Mm,
if you put a filter effect on it, you could still, but yeah, I agree. Like 80s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s, because I was thinking to myself, like this New York still feels like the first Ninja Turtles. Like it's
Right.
still like grimy. Like obviously they like played it up a little less in Ninja Turtles, but everything's always wet, like leaking pipes
Right.
everywhere, like sewers are steaming, like
Steaming,
it
yeah,
yeah,
fucking Jason
that
Voorhees
right,
kicking boom
exactly.
boxes and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Like that I agree that era, but we also didn't have to live there during that era,
Right.
so probably for the best that it's cleaned up a little bit, I
Yeah,
guess.
well, I mean,
But
like I look at
it
Times
sucks for
Square.
movies.
I look at
Like
like Times Square now and like it looks like Disneyland with
yeah.
like the M&M store and
Yeah.
fucking like and then I'm just like, no, I want
Well,
porno houses and hookers.
to be fair, that part of New York was probably always kind of like that, like that Times Square area.
Yeah.
The rest of it is still probably porn stores and like pizza slices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
pizza, porn, fucking prostitutes, the three
yeah, hell
P's
yeah.
of New York and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
fucking,
yeah, yeah,
and
exactly.
it's gone because fucking, like we
Some
gotta
mayor
crack
wanted to
down. Yeah,
clean up the streets. Somebody
we gotta,
watched Batman too many
yeah,
goddamn times.
fucking, yeah, fucking, oh, there's too much crime out there in New York. It's like that's what makes it good and shit.
Just like the grease on the pizza. You take it
Yeah, yeah,
away.
that's what makes that's the flavor and shit, fucking. But yeah, New York as a character, I mean, I can tell it's really New York when they're there.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm just glad that they don't do like a bunch of establishing shots. Like there was no like Statue of Liberty or like fuck,
There
there
was
wasn't.
in the beginning because I remember
Oh, okay.
looking at it and I was like, what are those two buildings? Oh, right. Um
No, yeah.
but
Um,
they show it like from a distance and they show everything green because it's trauma.
right.
So like all the lights are like green colored and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
like yeah, they definitely do that, but they don't do it like a flyover and all that kind of crap. They just show it from a distance and like, in the beginning of the movie.
Right, right. And then like we have like I think of other I pinpoint other like New York movies and like you said Ninja Turtles
Mhm.
and like yeah I can see the Ninja Turtles just like down the street like Casey Jones
Yeah.
versus Maniac Cop like give me that movie and shit
I feel
fucking
like Casey Jones put up a valiant fight, but he get pieced up.
I never
Um,
know
yeah, it's
fucking
true.
put
I
it
mean,
down in the
but I
comments who do
mean,
you
they
think would
shot.
win
Well,
against
hold on now. They
Maniac
shot
Cop versus
Maniac Cop like 7 times, straight point blank. Like him, Tom Atkins and the beat cop shot him in the chest. Like, and she even said, "I shot him in the head like 3 times."
right.
So Casey Jones's baseball bat and cricket bat ain't gonna put work in on him.
No,
I
he
do
knows
think
crumpet.
Casey.
He knows
Well,
crumpet.
yeah, yeah.
Got to know crumpet before you know cricket.
But
Fucking
I
according
do
to
think
Raph.
I do think that he would do his best. He would get a gold star for his efforts, but yeah, I feel like he's still going to lose against the Maniac Cop.
Uh, just that's the movie I want. Like I know I'm going off here, but my God, if they would give me a Casey Jones and a New York that look like that, with like punks and fucking just brutal like ass kicking fucking Casey Jones. Fucking give him a little backstory and shit. Fucking
Gotta get the guy from CSI again, or
yeah.
else no.
Or who?
Wasn't he play? Didn't he play Casey Jones? Didn't the
Who?
guy from Wet Hot American Summer, the cook, wasn't he Casey
No,
Jones?
no, no, no.
Oh,
Fucking
all right.
Casey Jones was you ever seen Prophecies with Christopher
Christopher
Walken's?
Walken, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't remember
that's
that shit.
yeah, the fucking that was Casey Jones. But I mean, throw anybody in there now and shit. Fucking but I want to own a Casey Jones
All right,
fucking
fine, fuck it,
gritty.
we'll get The Rock.
Oh yeah, 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 totally makes sense.
Hey man,
But
you
you got
say
to put him in
anybody,
that
right? So,
that wig that he's wearing in that new
all right, fine,
Mulan.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, okay. I'm a mullet pretty.
Yeah,
He
he
might
probably
work
would.
and shit.
Because he
Fucking
does have that like shit eating attitude where he's just like kind of always being a joking dick and
yeah,
in fight. But
yeah.
yeah.
But we all know like it'll end up being like Paul Rudd.
No, I don't think that's Paul Rudd's move.
Yeah, he smiles too much to be
Yeah,
Casey
yeah.
Jones.
He's too much of a sweetheart. No, I can't take him seriously as an angry, mean person. Um, I could say like, now you know what? That's not the point.
Yeah, yeah.
Just going off on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that that would be a fun movie to watch. But it it's basically like trying to fight the Terminator though. Like they don't kill him. There's four fucking maniac cops
Yeah.
or five or something like that. So like Casey Jones is only going to do so much before he gets his ass whooped.
Hey, fucking
So
Sarah Connor was able to defeat two of those or three of those bastards. So fucking
yeah, but it was like you would have to melt them. You would have to find,
um,
you would have to be like, Sarah, where was that factory of just hot lava? And then go
industrial
there.
part in New
Yeah,
Jersey.
yeah,
And shit.
exactly.
Well, they were in LA, so that shit fucking you
I
know.
have to lure them onto a fucking plane then.
Yeah. Come on.
Um,
We're going to LA. Fucking um but Bruce does an amazing job.
yes,
Fucking
he does.
I think and I don't know her name, but the vice cop
Mhm.
um
She
his
did a great job.
affair, which
Mhm.
threw me off when like he going and I was like, oh, he's going to a seedy motel, probably a hooker. And when it turned out to be the vice cop, I was like, it's kind of, but it's her,
Yeah,
fucking she's just
she plays a hooker,
yeah.
but it's like banging a hooker, like a girl that plays a hooker on
Yeah.
TV. It's like, well, you're kind of a hooker still, but only for
Fucking-
pretend.
when when the wife barges in
Mhm.
and like Bruce Campbell's trying to, honey, I wanted to tell you. And I'm like, this isn't like a birthday present and shit, dude.
Right, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
like,
The
honey,
first thing out of
wanted to
his
tell
mouth
you.
is, "Why'd you have to follow
Yeah,
me?"
why'd you have to follow
Not,
me?
I'm sorry, I'm fucking this bitch. Why'd you have to follow me? He does not apologize for doing it at any point in time. He only apologizes for not telling her that he was doing it. And also, why did you follow me
Right.
here?
But we get
So
over that. We get over and the death of his
I was
wife.
on his
That
side or whatever, so I don't care. Like I was like, yeah, man, the marriage is over, whatever.
fucking we get over that pretty quick. Like that
Oh
whole
yeah, yeah.
thing, like we didn't even need to introduce her and shit.
Not
Fucking
really. She was just kind of a body for sure.
like it would have been probably better to film this like all we do is we see Bruce Campbell and he's going out the building and then he goes into the hotel, we don't think nothing, and then but we are seeing like a first person shot
Mhm.
and it goes to the door and we're like, oh no, Maniac Cop's gonna get Bruce Campbell, and then it camera turns and it reveals that it's his wife, you know like I think that would have been like a better camera.
So you were just trying to justify her in that little plot of the storyline.
Just like something, because like literally he has
They,
an
I'm,
argument with his wife. And I know
Jay's
that
very
plays
excited.
into the Bruce Campbell killed his wife in this movie. You know, supposedly that's what they believe and shit.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah, I think he killed everybody.
yeah, it's fucking Bruce Campbell and shit. Fucking, and you say there's four of these movies?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I like because this one I was like very excited. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to number two. And then I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but I turned
Okay.
it off like halfway. I was like, oh
Oh,
right.
it's the leprechaun effect, huh? Fucking
No, it
no?
wasn't that. It's just like I mean, it's still good. Maniac Cop 2 is good. But there's just some tweaks. They bring back Bruce Campbell, like they bring back the beat cop. Like
Yeah.
it's all there except Tom Atkins, but there's some things transpire that I was just like, right. So I mean, I made it probably three-quarters of the way through, but it was also like 2 a.m.
Right.
Because I had already watched Strangers Chapter 3, Be Safe, Be Happy, Don't Die, and then Maniac Cop, and then started on number two. So that's probably why, more or less, I turned it off because I couldn't hardly fucking stay awake no more.
Right.
My eyes were burning and shit. So, um, do love it though. I can't say I've seen three or four, but I remember one and two. Um,
I'm looking at the some trivia. Both Bruce Campbell and Robert Zadar are have the nickname the Chin. Who is the better chin of the two chins?
That's true. I could see that because the dude did have a big ass chin.
Yeah.
He
Who would
kind
you
of
s-
reminded me in the dark, like that guy that played the only role I can think of him as, like the facial structure reminded me of that dude from Dexter, the Spanish guy that was like the mayor or
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
that cheekbone and square jaw. That guy.
Fucking I've seen Robert Zadar in a lot of movies,
Mhm.
but he loves to play the low budget movies and like this one because he has prosthetics on don't really like give him the like he does his face looks like he's been horribly stung by bees.
Hmm.
But fucking
Wait till
there's a
number
couple.
two.
Yeah. There's a couple movies where you can see him and it's just like that's not a chin. That's like the like like a poison sac of a frog and shit on his face. Did you see catch the cameo in this movie?
Depends on what you're talking about.
I'm talking about our cameo of Mr. Sam Raimi as the news reporter at the um what was it, St. Patrick's Day parade?
No. Is he the one that snitches on Bruce Campbell?
No, no, he's
Oh no,
just
no, the cops saw him naturally.
yeah.
Well,
No, Sam Raimi's just a couple seconds. It's like another year here.
oh,
Like
I didn't even pay attention to that guy.
yeah.
I was so far like into the story and like, yeah, nah, didn't pay any
Yeah,
attention to that.
yeah. So next time you watch it, watch for Sam Raimi. All I can think of though is when Sam Raimi came there and like Bruce is like, Sam, I'm really doing a legit something, other than a Sam Raimi movie and shit. And he's like, that's great, Bruce. And like like Sam Raimi talking to the director and being like, do you have any like creamed corn we can throw at Bruce Campbell or something? Because I feel like he's not being tortured enough in this movie. He needs to be tortured more. Because as Sam Raimi, I'm here to torture Bruce Campbell.
They did hit Bruce with a little bit of a what was it? They hit him with like a Evil Dead camera angle. And
Yeah.
I was like, nah. Like they hit him with like this like from here, like low angled, and he's like and he like does the exact same thing, just like Evil Dead. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I know that. I know that move.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It is funny when we talk about Bruce Campbell and the acting world. Like, I think on our Evil Dead or Army of Darkness, whatever one we were talking about, where it's like, it's hard to talk about Ash because it's just Bruce Campbell. Like, every role that Bruce Campbell plays is just Bruce Campbell.
this one I feel like that's not the case.
No, I don't either. I feel
And
there's
I
a
tell
little,
you
but
why.
there's small little moments in there,
For sure. Definitely. But I'll tell you what brings me out of Ash Williams or Bruce Campbell is the part that you were like, this isn't necessary. The fight with his wife and
You're right.
then the cheating scene. That just made me look as Bruce Campbell as an actor, as this character,
Right.
and not just Bruce Campbell
Right.
because, or Ash Williams, because it was something so different than
Hmm.
what you typically would see him doing at this, especially at this time in his career and years forward.
Oh yeah.
So
Like he doesn't
those
have
took me out of the movie. I was like, oh, okay,
the Army of Darkness like coolness yet.
yeah.
Fucking he's still running off of fucking like he's still trying to get out of that goddamn cabin in fucking Tennessee and shit. Fucking kind of, but he does have something a little different, but I don't know. Like all I could think of was like, oh yeah, before he goes to the cabin, he was a cop. Like, because
Well,
it's
Evil Dead
just
was
Bruce
way
Campbell.
before,
Yeah.
but
Like,
maybe he straightened out his life and became a cop after the cabin.
yeah.
And then
Yeah. He had when he ran away from triple homicide and the cabin. He went to New York, and then when that didn't work out, he got his ass to Jacksonville, and then
Jackson.
eventually went to Miami. So fucking. It makes sense. He's in all the Spider-Man movies, and Spider-Man takes place in New York. So fucking like he was a wrestling announcer, fucking
Well,
for the
mm,
bone saw, you know.
not to spoil it, but you don't make it through number two. So they put a vagina in his throat. So it was very, very awkward, but
um, but yes, I will highly recommend this movie. If you've never seen
for
this
sure.
movie, please go and see
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
In that case, Jacob,
Yeah.
would you go see this in the theater?
Absolutely. So fast. So fast.
I would too. And I feel that we won't ever get it like in
Nah.
those like we're releasing old movies. I don't think we'd ever get it because it's not well known or it's
Yeah.
not well like Maniac Cop, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about that, but I would
Maybe
yeah,
like the Bird in Richmond would show it at some point or something.
maybe
They're doing No Country for Old Men, but it's in like the
yeah.
middle of the week,
Yeah.
which is bummer. I don't think it's at the Bird. I think it's at a different theater, but still. Anyways, yeah, I would absolutely see it because this is one of those ones where it's fun to go with your friends and throw popcorn at the screen. Like that's what this one is. This one feels drive-in.
Yeah.
But it's like the best version of it where you can go have fun, talk shit to the screen, or you can go watch the movie and have a blast too, because it's that good of a movie.
Yeah, totally. And I think in like a perfect world where you could do those Rocky Horror things with
Mhm.
Maniac Cop, I think that would be fun, you know. Dress
Like
up
a
as
midnight
cops.
showing. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go dress up as cops and go see Maniac Cop and shit and fucking like bring donuts and throw them
Yeah.
at the screen and
Yeah.
shit. Fucking.
Absolutely.
Do you own a physical copy?
No, I don't, but I'll be searching.
I do not either, and I'm thinking about it. I'd like a DVD with all of them on there. Um, like that still crosses my mind, you know, where like I think there's 4 or 5 of them, like you were saying, and it's like, yeah, it is one of those lost franchises, you know, like we said with the Leprechaun. It's a lost franchise, you know. I think the
Um,
Leprechaun was more abandoned, but
yeah, that one was abandoned, but it was also abandoned by you. I
uh,
I I went, you know. Yeah, so this movie is actually it's only $40 on eBay for
yeah,
VHS. So
that ain't
that's
bad.
usually how I judge the love for a movie. If I get on eBay and look for it and it's $93, then I'm like,
Yes.
okay, because like my Slumber Party Massacre and my sorority babes and the slime ball bullerama, those are like $100+ or
Yeah.
maybe in the 80s now, I don't remember. Um, but like then I know like okay those are held in high regard,
Hmm.
just like the Suspiria and things like that. So this one being 40 this one being $40, then number one I'm gonna order it, and then number two I'm definitely gonna have it on VHS. And yeah, I mean Maniac Cop 3 is like Maniac Cop 2 is $43, so like yeah, number three is $10, so that
No,
kind of
yeah,
tells you.
they are
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, it's going
decreasing
downhill.
in value
Yeah,
as
exactly.
we go. So, um, I do not also I would definitely love to find one. Um, let's cult it. Let's all of us together cult
Yeah.
classic this movie because I feel like it really deserves it. If it's not, I mean, maybe I'm just not part of the cult yet and I need to find it, you know, but I feel like this movie, after watching it and being like, wow, this is so much fun. Fucking, we all talk about the Freddys and the Jasons and the Michaels and the this and that, but no one ever goes, well, Maniac Cop, you know, except that like one guy. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely is one that when it's brought up, I enjoy talking about, but it's not something I think a lot of times when you're discussing horror with people and you're discussing, in a group, you kind of try to throw softball pitches to people,
Hmm.
like easy underhands, because you want to keep the conversation going. So when you bring up something like Maniac Cop, you're very possibly going to alienate at least half the people in that group. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's a good movie, but it's definitely cult for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Underground and stuff. I mean, I feel like in the early 2000s, I feel like they tried to remake this at one point or
I feel
something,
like there
or
may be a remake of it. I need to look into it, but
yeah.
I don't know for sure.
So, but yes. Do you recommend it, Jacob?
Absolutely.
Of course. Highly recommend it. I hope in the future one day we do get to
Oh,
2, 3, 4, so
well, it's set to be starting filming in 2026.